Bally Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start out here with the option left. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A little do-it-yourself run right there. A nice game.
I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Again, Jackson will keep it. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Jackson options out left. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They go play action now. Jackson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
I knew you were going to fuck up.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10. Diggs in motion right. Allen will try again on 2nd down. Floating one, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll buy some time right. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Allen throwing on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Bacc on his score, though, man.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Allen.
I did beat you one.
That is incomplete.
I did beat him.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that. Incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it
coming
on 4.
down, coming.
Allen to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it
Let me
over.
get my shit back.
The Bills clutch stalls out on 4th
Ooh,
down.
he had that.
And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. From midfield, here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I thought he caught that bit and fumble. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought it was a fumble too. Oh, that motherfucker tripping.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Dang.
And again, it's Allen. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Bills. Khalil Shakir from 19 yards away. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. An extra point by Bacc, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bacc to kick it away. And Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Rasul Douglas picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Throwing on first down is Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go play action with Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. So the completion good for 6 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. They'll roll him out. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incomplete.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Trent Sherfield, 27 yards. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
You definitely got to score now.
Start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit.
Out of
Down the
here.
numbers.
What kind of shit is that?
Inside the 20.
That's the most bullshit shit I've ever seen in my life.
For a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 75 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Justin Tucker for the extra point.
My boy out the way. Everybody said fuck it.
And that one makes it 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Bullshit.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, Deontay Hardy. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Too much.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down now, but that clock rolling. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Flush to his right.
Oh my God, why I do that
Allen
for?
gonna be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
2nd and 7. They'll try the draw here with Dobbins. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Here's Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Bullshit.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the
taking it right down Broadway. Off to the races. Inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 88 yards. And the Bills have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Bacc, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Bacc to kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Play action. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Jackson's throw pulled in by Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Lamar changing the look. To throw is Jackson. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. And now an audible here into something else. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They'll run with Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Dobbins. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. Visiting kickers for years have had trouble with field goals here in Buffalo. The winds off nearby Lake Erie can really play havoc with your ability to aim the football correctly. And we saw an example right there. No good. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
This is brought in at the 21. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Jackson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. They'll run here with Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Now Jackson going to shift him around. Again, it'll be Edwards. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll try and run. Edwards. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on fourth and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have taken a fourth quarter lead. So fourth and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a two-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On second down, Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
That's a boy. They ain't doing shit.
Turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This is taken at the 18. Pushing his way through. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Throwing now is Jackson. Oh, he had to force it there on fourth down, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
He will push his way down to about the 14. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Here's Allen.
What? Oh, my God. This is the bullshit. That is the most bullshit I ever seen in my life.
Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late reception.
Now I should have ran that bit one more
Talk about
time.
having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy trying to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Again, Dobbins trying the right side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Here is 3rd and 5. Try to take this home. They'll run. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Shit crap. Oh, shit crap.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left.
Oh, my God.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45.
Now I ain't want to get his ass.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb.